Well, hello. I'm sorry if you joined right at the beginning. I did have a weird audio glitch with the countdown video, but touch wood, the X-Plane audio is working. Today we are flying the A320, the Flight Factor A320, flight number FFT776. This is a regular scheduled flight that goes from Las Vegas to Denver, and we are going to do that today, hopefully without any incident. So let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit. I was going to stream, earlier than I did the last time. I've had some audio visual issues, and I really hope at this point that I got it figured out, but I guess we'll see. So go ahead and let me know in the comments if everything sounds okay, the visuals look okay, how the YouTube compares to the Twitch. I am streaming to both, and I would really appreciate the feedback. So without further ado, let's get underway. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and connect the ground power and set the chocks. We are going to turn on the external power and the battery. And then we are going to put the IRSs into align mode. So one of the things I have been playing with is trying to get the audio of the aircraft to not be overpowering the voice, but to still have decent amount of audio so that it's not crappy, to put it plainly. So let me know how it is. Let's go ahead and flip on the seatbelt signs and the no smoking signs and the emergency exit signs. I hit the cruise supply already. We're going to go ahead and fuel up the aircraft. So let's go over to fuel page. We are going to call the fuel truck. We are going to set this to gate, and we are going to call the air stairs. And we are also going to call the cargo loaders as well. And I am going to check my documentation and see what the flight plan says from SimBrief here. So I shall be right back. Alright. So today it says we want a block fuel of 7089. So that is our total fuel. We are a little over. I'm not sure if there's a way to get this exact. Let me try to see if I can type in this box. The last time I did this, it didn't save. So let's see if it'll work. And there we go. So let's go ahead and set that fuel to begin the aircraft fueling. For the cargo today, we have a total cargo, or a payload to be exact, is 17.1. I do believe it gave this to us in pounds. I don't know what the conversion is, so what we are going to do is we'll just put a little bit of cargo in the aircraft and we'll go with that. It's not exact. I did forget to change this over from pounds to kilograms. What next? Okay, passengers. We have a total of 169 passengers on board today. So we're pretty much full. So let's go ahead and set that. This is a full flight. So we got the fuel, the passengers, and the cargo loading. While that is doing, we're going to go down to the FMC and start to program in our initialization so we can get the IRSs aligning. So we are at Las Vegas, and we are on our way to Denver. So let's go ahead and put that in there, and we'll do IRS initialization, confirm align. We'll come back to the initialization page, and we will put our flight plan in. Our flight number. So we are Frontier Airlines, which is FFT, and flight number. Let me look at the flight number again. 776. And we're just going to pop that in here. Oh, and I put it in the wrong box. I apologize if I make mistakes. I'm going to try to do better this time. I really did a crappy landing on my last stream that I did, and I want to make sure that I try to do a better one this time. I was so nervous with the streaming and being live and anybody watching that when I was in the Zibo, I did a pretty crappy landing, so I really don't want to do the same again. So let me not do that. Anyway, our cost index is 5, and our cruise altitude that we are calling to today. Now, I haven't reprinted this flight plan. I made this flight plan the other day, and I really hope that, you know, it's still going to be good, and it should be. You know, active runways in use, but we're in the same world, so who cares about that if we're not flying online? I mean, we'll probably get to that at some point, but right now let's just concentrate on getting the plane from A to B, and if the winds are nothing crazy, then it doesn't bother me too much, you know, which runways we're taking off and landing on. I'm trying to copy the flight exactly as it did it the other day, so we'll try to take off on the runways that I'm aware of at Las Vegas that we that are in use for takeoff most of the time, and the same for landing at the other end from the direction that we are coming in. Anyway, our cruise altitude today is 370. We are still waiting on things to load, so we're gonna come back to this one. Let's go and put in our flight plan. So we are leaving from Las Vegas. We are departing runway. I think it's one of the 26s. 26 left. Now we're going to depart via the star of 8. No transition on there. And then from the star we are we are direct to Wolf. That is not what I was expecting. Let me see if I'm reading this correctly. I usually don't use... I have another piece of software that I use for doing the flight plan, and this is not it. So, I mean, I usually pull it from SimBrief, but by the time it's loaded in to what I'm using, it's in an easier to read format, so it's throwing me off just a little bit. Okay, so it actually says DVC. Oh, okay, DVC. That is correct. Okay. I didn't notice that. I just saw the DCT is direct. Let me make sure I'm actually spelling Wolf right. It's double L F. There we go. Okay, and then we are coming in on our arrival runway. We have is 34 left. And our arrival star is the Teller 2. Teller 2. And we are... sure I said this correctly. Transitioning from Teller, and then when you insert Okay. Clear the disco. Through Craig's. Null. Okay. We are looking good. Let's go ahead and just make sure that yeah, let's go all the way up. Alright, so we start off KLAS. Make sure there's no weirdness with this. Wolf, grade, direct under 34 left. That is perfect. Okay. Well, we got our flight plan in there, so let's go ahead and put this back to ARC mode. And the flight plan is looking okay. We are going to go back over to the initialization page. I'm going to go ahead and we can remove the baggage loaders. We can close the doors on the passengers. And we can also go ahead and remove the fuel truck. Let's come down here, do a wait request. Make sure that lines up inside of the perf data. Okay, and our block fuel is looking okay as well. Okay, I don't think there's anything else on this page. I'm not too... I get the Boeing one mixed up with this one, and yeah, it's just getting used to all these menus flipping back and forth between aircrafts. So let's go ahead and enter in our takeoff data. Got a VR of 138, V2 142, minus 5 of the VR, so 132 is our V1. Okay, we are not going to do a flex today. I'm not too sure how to calculate the flex. There is a calculator that I downloaded. I don't know how accurate it is. I don't know what numbers people are putting in there. So I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go full turbo today. I like the way that when you do that and you throttle back the engines, the sound they make. So that's another reason too. Anyway, let's go ahead and set our trim and flap positions. And it is up 0.3. Okay. What I'm going to do is we will throw the legs page on this one. Which is... Nope. 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 There we go. The flight plan page, sorry. And I call this an FMC too. I'm sorry, it's not an FMC, it's an MCDU or a McDo as people often call it. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn on the fuel pumps. We're all fueled up and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn on nav light as we are ready to go. We're going to go ahead and start the APU. While that is starting, I'm just going to go over to Active Sky, and I'm going to get weather information for the current conditions that we are at right now. Pressure 29.49. Okay, that's one, that's two. And that's 3 right there, even though I can't see that very well. We don't have ATC. We are going to turn on constraints in case I didn't check the flight plan for constraints, but I think there's a couple in there so that it does obey those constraints. We are going to go right up to our cruising altitude because we don't have any ATC at the moment. That was 37,000, I believe. Yes. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and pre-plan our pushback. Okay, so our runway that we're going to is behind us and kind of this way. There's only one way we can get out of here, though. So we're gonna go. I can't see the line, so. Oh, there we go. And I don't... That's quite the distance. Away. Wow. That is quite the pushback distance. That's okay. Stick it right there.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Is that even normal to push back that far? Did I miss something? Okay, let's start that. I should have done that as soon as the flap was open. Gee whiz, let me see, what else can we look at while that's starting? Let's set this to TARA. Let's clear this out. Let's go 2000. Max auto brakes. APU is available. APU bleed on. Let's go ahead and disconnect the ground power. I feel like the aircraft's getting blown around a little bit sitting here. Let's go ahead and remove the chocks. So, ground spoilers, and we'll set the rest of it once we get everything started, the flaps and stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and call the pushback truck.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Ha! So realistic, just taxi through the terminal building. Oh, sorry, drive through the terminal building even. Okay. Let's go ahead and...
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little windy here. The plane keeps moving. And I'm assuming that's something Active Sky is simulating. Just waiting for them to finish connecting.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, release some parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay. We're gonna crank it over. Beacon on. There we go. Okay. Starting engine 1. Wrong side.
Captain is Grace Snipes. He's assisted by First Officer Leon Gray. Your safety is our top priority.
Okay.
Appreciate if you lend our attention while we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft.
Ah, those sounds.
Information card located in your seatbelt pocket.
That bass.
Federal aviation regulations require compliance with all crew member instructions cited information signs.
Oh, that is beautiful.
To fasten your seatbelt, insert the flap middle end into the buckle while the strap is tightened. To release, lift the top flap of the buckle. Please keep your seatbelt fastened well and tight. Across your lap, even when the seatbelt sign is off, and have your seatbelt
Okay.
to the crew at all times. Your light vest is in the pouch under your seat and instructed by the crew.
Alright, engine 1 available. Starting engine 2.
Fasten the strap around your waist, secure the buckle while the strap is tightened.
Oh, there's that PTU box too. That's so cool. And my headphones and like my studio headphones, these sounds just, oh my gosh. It sounds so real. I'm not sure where where it gets this AI traffic from, because I'm in a Frontier gate. You would think you'd see more Frontier, but there isn't any, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and flaps 1. Beautiful, beautiful. I thought this was automatic. It is not. Just a really teeny bit. There. Yeah, I read somewhere that was automatic. As soon as the plane had hydraulic pressure, that would happen automatically, and I'm not sure where I read that again. That the trim would set itself, but maybe that's not the case. Am I missing anything? Missing anything at all? Let's get rid of this this light. I'll just leave that like that. Oh my gosh. We are almost at that line. I feel like I've been pushing back forever now. Okay.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Pocket brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Standing by. Disconnect hand signals.
Ortho is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Let me check those winds. That plane is like bouncing around. It's pretty cool, but wind 280 at 20 knots, gusting 28. Oh wow. Okay, so it is gusting a little bit. But nothing that I would think that it would cause the aircraft to shake that much, but I don't know, who knows. Okay, alright, so let's do a flight control check. Rudder, let me get on the flight control page. Full right. Full left. And flight stake. Pull back. Pull forward. Pull right. Full left. Okay. That's why it was still on the engine page. Alright. What else have we got on our Indy? Max auto brake, cabin. Cabin ready. And well, the lights are cabin lights. Let's do cabin lights off, forward lights on, dim so they can continue to work. And we're just gonna leave this on the service page for now. Takeoff config check. Takeoff config is normal. Alright, taxi light on. The engines are started, so let's go ahead and turn off the APU. We should have done that already, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna adjust my seat so we don't taxi all wonky because I'm not positioned correctly. And then I'm going to pull a map diagram. I have the Navigraph charts with the plane on here, so it's really helpful. I just want to make sure that I pay attention to the runway that we're taxiing to and don't end up going to the wrong one. So 26 left. Not 26 right, but 26 left. So let's go ahead. Park and brake released. And let's get moving. Yeah, the plane is rocking a little bit. I can't, yeah, I don't know if that's the gusting winds or if there's something wrong with the scenery. This is the default Vegas scenery though. We are taxiing pretty darn fast. Let me pull it back just a minute because we're gonna have to make a turn to get out of here. Out of the way, Mr. Fuel Truck. Out of the way. If that had been in real life, I probably would have just took the top of your truck with my wings, so yeah. Let's follow this round here. So these are the two sixes right here. So we just make a left at the end here, go right down, make a right, cross 26 right, and then 26 left is right there. Cool. Okay. And we're gonna make a left here. Okay. Here. And then believe this is where we cross right here. Should have made adjustments to my my flight controls. I wanted to check that. I mean, it's too late now. As far as the predator pedals are concerned, we are gonna cross an active runway, so I'm gonna go ahead, stop here, turn our land lights off, turn a takeoff light on. Strobes on, runway turn-offs on, lit up like a Christmas tree. Okay. So I don't need the chart anymore for this one, so I'm gonna let's go ahead and go back to preview page. There we go. So something that I've noticed as well, my camera views, when I return the camera view, it doesn't seem to go back either. But it's just a list of, you know, on that list of things to figure out. Okay. Okay, turning onto the active runway. See if we can line up. I need to get another track IR. I moved last year and I hadn't used the track IR since, and it was at the bottom of a box, and I lost the piece that connects to the monitor, and then I had the track hat too, and that snapped, so yeah, that sucked. Okay, we are ready for takeoff. I don't think there's anything else. Let me just ding the cabin.
Yes, sir.
Alright, take your seats. At least I think that's what you're supposed to do with that. I don't know. Alright. Alright, holding the brakes. Spool them up to 50%. Alright. 50% of N1. Stable. And token. SRS. Auto thrust is blue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got some wind. Alright. V1, rotate. Up we go. Whoa. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, we're just gonna keep this in a nice little straight line. Bye-bye, Vegas. Okay. First climb. I think. There we go. Obviously, I can't see the throttle with the position on that. It's okay, whoa! Yeah, I'm having to keep some runner in here to keep this thing on a level path. All right, let's go ahead and activate the autopilot. Oh, wow, that was a bit excessive. I think I need to let go of the rudder before I hit autopilot next time. All right, flaps up. Flaps retracted. We did not start the chrono, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit that right there. There is 2 clocks. I prefer to just click that one. I've been told it depends on the airline. So I'm looking at the playback on the stream, and it looks like ETA is 4:45 Zulu. As you can probably see from that clock, it says 40. We set a different time. We're not in real time right now, so yeah, I don't think that ETA is correct. That would be several hours. So we are through 10,000 feet, so we can go ahead, turn off all the lights. Wing light can come off too. All is good. This weather looks really pretty murky today. Done this flight in real life. This is the direction that it goes. It goes when you take out a 26s, you take a right when you fly out, and then you go north, and then you head east. It's pretty accurate. I got that Ortho going on down there. Of course, this is all deserty, so it's not as good as some of the Ortho, but it's pretty cool. Nonetheless, it's better than default. And those mountains right there look really cool. That's pretty cool right there. Okay, guys. Well, I'm just waiting for the transition altitude. Then we can set standard. Ah, beautiful clouds. Ding the flight attendants, let them know they can get up and start service.
Yes, sir.
You're good to start service, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's working back there. Should have probably turned on the standard. There we go. That's standard. Oh, this can go back to normal. Oops. Let me see what else. Maybe I could turn on the weather radar. I hear this has a working weather radar, so. See if this will paint us anything. No. I watched another video that says you don't want to tilt too crazy. Oh, got a little turbulence. I mean, the weather radar is only going to pick up something like moist, I think. So, yeah. Okay, well, I'll be right back. I need to grab some food real quick. So I'm going to place an order real quick and just check, see how the stream is doing live. So enjoy the view, and I will see you in a couple of moments. Okay, so I am back. Looks like I got a couple of chat messages, and I have this set up with the to pull in from both of the chat things, but I didn't see anything come up, no alerts, nothing popped on the screen, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. I may have to conduct some more testing with that. Maybe I'll create a different account just to test that. Anyway, we are still pretty bumpy here, so I'm not going to turn the seatbelt signs off just yet. We're going to leave them on, but we are gonna head over the Rocky Mountains, so I don't really want to turn them off until we clear that turbulent airspace. That is so cool right down there. I love this view. Whoa, that's some cloud right there. Whew. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna type in chat, just testing chat overlay. Nothing is coming up. Nope, nothing at all. Let me try this. Nope. I'm gonna have to look at that. Don't know why. I've always had issues with these chat overlays. Okay. To the top of climb. Jeez, okay. I don't know how to. If anybody has any suggestions, I can see like the regular chat, you know, from my phone and such, but I'm not seeing it come up on the overlay. I gotta check check the dashboard real quick. Well, no chat for me. I don't know what the problem could be. Okay. I guess I'll just have to keep jumping back and forth. I don't want to miss anyone. Yeah, if you send a message, guys, I really apologize. I can't see it until I physically flip between the two chats. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up the charts for Denver for our arrival, just so that I have a clear understanding of what's gonna happen when we get there. Open charts, okay. Well, the Navigraph charts thing is pretty cool, but I don't much like the moving map. I feel like it's a little big as far as like the dots they put on here, where the waypoints are supposed to be. So. But it is showing that we're moving. It is showing that we're going in the right direction. So we're good. Well, okay. Well, let's go for a walk around the cabin. The other issue I was having was the smoothness. When on the ground, walking through the cabin, and I wanted to try it while I was in the air, and so far it seems pretty smooth. It's also a good test of the video, YouTube-wise, because I feel like things pixelate when I look at items, and then you let it sit for a second, and it's like it catches up. So, yeah. And hey, OnePlus, if you're still connected, I did get your messages. I did reply. I'm sorry, it wasn't for a while. I didn't realize the chat wasn't working. I'm not sure what else is not working, so I apologize if there's anything else that may not be working for us. I would like a source of to maybe get a new interior. I like the night lighting in this cabin. These screens on the back light up when it's dark, and the lighting in here is pretty cool. But I'd like to find, maybe a Delta, United, Frontier cabin. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Alrighty. Well, it seems pretty smooth this time. Not having any issues now. Maybe just trying to walk through the cabin in a frame-heavy airport was the issue. These doors don't open. That's okay. That's okay. What is that down there? Interesting. That's a weird texture. Huh. Okay, we are at a cruising altitude. She's still a little on the bumpy side, but I'm gonna go ahead and let people use the bathroom for a minute. But if it gets any worse, I'll turn the seatbelt signs right back on. There we go. Alright, get up and roam around. Okay. So, top of descent is after Wolf, so I probably should start getting this programmed in once we get there. Oops. Wrong direction. I keep hitting that to go next. It doesn't go next. You have to hit the next phase. Again, the Boeing Zibo versus the Flight Factor A320. I don't know how our performance is going to be in the den with this aircraft. I really want the BSS sound pack to hurry up and come along for the A319 by Tolis, because that thing is so frame friendly and the systems are modeled pretty cool too. I think it'd be the perfect aircraft. This my biggest gripe with this one is the performance. And it goes to show there is other aircrafts that are good with performance, even though they're as complicated as this. So it's really not a reason as to why performance is an issue with this aircraft. So we're gonna leave this on this page. We'll go ahead and get this in once we get a little bit closer. Okay. Okay. Alright, seatbelt ties back on. That is a bumpy again. You know, I'm thinking eventually I may, as crazy as this sounds, I may possibly ditch the ultra-wide screen and go back to just a really big 1080p or 1440p screen so that I can have the full screen, because on this I have to turn the entire laser down quite a ways in order to have the performance to stream and to run complex add-ons. And that because it's almost 4K. I'm running at 3840 by 1600, and I rescaled the stream output so that it would fit with the correct dimensions. But I'd like it to be a little nicer. You guys probably don't see it in the stream, but I see it on my screen. There's a few more lines than I would like to have. But hey, it's still good. It doesn't take away from the realism. At least not for me. It just gets irritating, that's all. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to order any food. While I was away from my desk, I was too busy checking the streams, and that's when I found out the chat wasn't working. So there's not much around at 10 o'clock at night now. So McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Jack in a Box. I don't know, guys. None of these are really appetizing to me right now. I like that view as well, the best with the dirty wing. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Wendy's. Wendy's it is. If McDonald's and Wendy's are the only two, I am gonna go with Wendy's. I don't really want either of them, but I left it way too late. The only other option is pizza, and I don't want pizza. I don't really like pizza that much. So we should start seeing a color change soon, as it gets a little more greener. So that should be pretty cool. Oops. Of course, we are flying easterly, so the sun is setting as well. We're flying away from the sun, so it's going to get darker. Okay, let me see what else I can add to this order. Alright, okay, let's do a side of French fries. Let me see what else. I actually didn't think the sun would go down this quickly the time that I left. I wanted to see the scenery in daylight, but hey, oh well, I guess I just need to leave earlier in the day, or maybe as the sun is coming up, I just don't want to fly into the sun. Hey, well, you know, there'll be plenty of more flights, so I'm not worried. Plus the night lighting on this thing's pretty cool, and the night lighting in X-Plane, the way I have it set up, is pretty cool too. I'm very much open to flight suggestions too, if I own the scenery. I spend a lot of money on various different pieces of scenery recently, add-ons, and this whole setup, so yeah, I'm gonna have to stop doing that for now. Not that I'm not going to do it in the future, just not right now. At least for the rest of this month. Okay. Check it out. Okay, I don't know how loud it is outside. We're gonna do an outside view, so watch your ears. I just warning you in advance, just in case. Yeah, it's pretty loud in mine, too. So right now on the map it is showing that we are over southern Utah. I used to live in Utah many years ago, and this is an accurate representation. It's all red, the red desert, red rock. That's where I used to come take the Jeep as well. So I might have to step away one more time when my food arrives. That's the only thing. Other than that, I'm gonna stay right here and just keep an eye on chat and everything else. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to see this Ortho of Colorado, unfortunately. I mean, we will, just not today. Okay, I gotta go get my laptop. I want to see what this looks like on my laptop, not just my phone. And it might be a better way to keep an eye on the chat, too. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, there's the night lighting. It's cool. I feel like we just flew into default scenery. Huh. I don't know. Let me just have a quick peek at the old configuration file right here. Network driver, press a link that is unavailable. Oh. Well, it would seem that the drive that has the Ortho on it is not showing up in Windows. Give me just a second. I'll see if I can make that happen. And then at least when we fly into the next region, it'll be working. So hopefully I don't crash the whole thing as I try to plug a USB drive in. One sec. Okay, well it didn't crash, but I don't know if it worked, so... Okay, I'm gonna just check in computer management real quick. Disk management. The drive is very much not showing up. Unknown USB device link in compliance mode. Ah, might have found the issue. Okay, well I got the drive to maybe show. Well, it's back. But it might not do us any favors because I think I plugged it into a USB 2 port. I don't know though. Let's... Okay, well, we're gonna close that the door. There we go. Still got a ways to go. Okay, so get this. I just got a call for my order delivery, and yeah, apparently they're not taking cards, so I paid for my order, and apparently I'm not getting my order, so I have to call and cancel it. What a pain in the ass. Okay. Get back in a sec. I'm gonna have to call them and cancel, otherwise I'm not gonna get my money back. So, and then order somewhere else. So yeah, I might not get to eat tonight. I said I didn't want pizza, but Domino's might be the only place I can actually order from it at this point. All right. guess I'm stuck on hold for a while. So we're gonna have to climb the descent anyways. Looks like I got some kind of a chat message, but I can't see it fully. Anyway, let's get this in the way because we're gonna miss top descent otherwise. Okay, so at arrival, let's get our Q&A. Denver, it's 29.77. Temperature is 8. Wow, that's cold. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is 0 at 0 at 353. I got me backwards, that's why. So it's actually 3530. Why is that not taking? Oh, it's 0 at 0. Okay, there's no wind. All right, we're gonna do full flaps. Decision height. Let's pull the chart. Okay. What's our arrival? Our arrival is 34 left. Radio altimeter 148. I need to do that again. I keep doing that on this aircraft. Well, way to break immersion. I have to make a phone call in order to get refunded from the food delivery. To then still not have any food. So I might have to go out after this flight and go find something once I get on the ground. So what I don't know is if the default loaded in because the drive wasn't available, but if we were still in Utah at the time, I don't know. It'll be easier to tell once we get towards the ground as far as the tiles loading and stuff. Because the lighting on the default scenery has some more big lighting than this lighting on the forward real scenery, so I guess we'll find out. Yeah, see, it's got the big lighting right in this area right here. But as we get closer, it might change. I guess we'll see. mean, flying at night in the default is actually pretty nice because of the lighting. So it's not a bad thing, but it's not what I wanted to do. Just the drive wasn't being picked up, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look at the USB driver settings once we get done. It always seems like every time I go to stream, things going wrong. There's never like a perfect one. But hey, it's probably because it's only the first couple. So we're still in the air. We're still ahead. So yeah, that's a good thing. So I'm gonna flip off the seatbelts because the turbulence has stopped, and then everybody can go to the bathroom before we start our descent. What's the minimum we can go down to? Top set 217. Okay. 217's our next altitude. And we are starting our descent. Engines will throttle back. We are in an open descent, so we'll actually go down a little quicker, which is okay. I'd rather be ahead. I have a habit of, at least from the last stream, of having to rush right at the end. Constraints are on, so I could technically go all the way down to 10,000. With the constraints on, it shouldn't go past any altitude it's not allowed to, as we don't have any ATC. It's belts on. this on hold time will end soon. I'm still on hold, waiting to see about my food. Okay, so it's back to flying. My order is canceled. They credited my account. Just gonna keep an eye on the descent. I can see that it's still default because of this lighting in the background. Not sure like how an advanced X-plane decides it's gonna loan its scenery. Maybe it scans. I don't know how it does it. I really don't. But that's okay. I just need to figure out what's going on with the USBs on this computer. I think my rudder pedals are actually part of the issue. Kind of a long story, but every now and again those will wreak havoc on USB devices. So yeah. Okay, we're coming down quite nicely. A little bumpy, but that's kind of expected for where we are. Okay, we are in the standard barrow. We said 29.77. Let's bring this down. Up, no, up, not down. Let's sing 1, 2, and 3 over here. Should have had that on a bit further back. We were in mountainous terrain. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of that now we're out of the mountains. Keep on coming down. We got the speed brake out. If I can. There we go. See, I don't like this in the background, but I think this kind of looks cool right here with the textures. I did try night tiles, but it didn't have the same effect, and it kind of had this more of a, I don't know, brownish, reddish gold color to it. Very cool indeed. Put the speed brake back. We'll actually set that for now. We'll go with auto brake low. Yeah, that is way cool looking. It's cool sounds again. I love X-Plane 9. I love it. The sounds of those engines too as we're coming down. So we are at 10,000, so we are gonna flip on our landing lights. Yeah. Okay. We're a little ahead, but that's okay. I'd be more concerned if we were still back in the mountains and we were ahead, but we're not, so I'm okay with that. Highway there too, so cool. Okay, next restriction. Nope, we're actually okay right now. Nope, we're good. We can stay at 10,000. So cool. So cool indeed. Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to kick the tray table out like that. I was trying to look at the flaps. Actually, yeah. Landing systems on. And approach. Flight slope capture. Yeah, I'm not. I think with the descending early. I'm not sure what happened here. I feel like this should have been down. This altitude should have been up here.
500.
No, don't you go into the red. Cabin ready. At that speed, I can't do flaps full. Okay.
1,000. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Well, I can't
Too
kick
low,
out the other
terrain.
stage of flaps.
Too low, terrain. 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 300. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Above. Too low, terrain. 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 Sink rate. Recon.
Okay. Oh, full reverse. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have a hot brake scenario on this one. Jeez. Yep, that's a hot brakes. Brake fan on. What the heck was the deal with that? I couldn't get the stupid thing to slow down. Had to take off the auto throttle, and then it was too late by then. I gotta do some reading. Okay. Let's park here real quick. I'd really like to know what happened with that. That was a disaster. I gotta pull the chart for this airport. Ah, jeez. Okay. Wing off. Landing system flight directives. Go ahead and start the APU. And then let's go ahead, pull up the airport chart. Okay. Denver charts. That is not what I meant. Airport information chart. There we go. Okay, so they park at gates, the A gates. So in this case, A46. Okay, well, if anybody watching knows why that happened, why I slammed, why it wouldn't slow down, if you're YouTube, go ahead and comment. If you're Twitch, go ahead and put something in the chat. Please. I mean, other than that, I mean, we were on point. I mean, again, I gotta be paying better attention when I'm on the stream. Maybe I need to create a rule of not answering any phone calls or text messages. We should probably put the flaps away too. That's a cool noise. So we gotta taxi back all the way to that runway that we just ran up. I am just so happy that was a long runway. Again, anybody who's watching, I don't think my notifications are working properly at this time, so I gotta look into that. I know what it is. I didn't activate the approach phase. That's why. That's why. This aircraft has an approach phase. I did not activate the approach phase. So let's whoa! No! The chart's. I'm looking at the chart in a different direction. We need to go this way. I can't believe I just did that. And I think I just totaled our aircraft. Well, welcome to Denver. That was a... Oh my god. Oh. Let's see what that looks... Well, what did I do? Let's go... Let's change the time of day real quick. Okay, so... I guess I can still go to the gate. I just need to go straight ahead and take a right. I didn't totally toll it, but... Yeah, thanks for flying Frontier, guys. Let's go back to the night. Let's finish this off. I see your question. The answer to why I didn't silence it is because I panicked and couldn't figure out how to silence it at the time. I think the button was up top. Am I gonna be able to go anywhere here? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it? I think I'm gonna need new tires after this. What not to do? How to not fly a plane? Okay, we're not going anywhere. Welcome to Denver. Thanks for flying Frontier. Here, I'll show you. Hey, thanks for joining. I'll let me just show you what I did because I made a knee-jerk reaction, and now I can't get up the hill. So we're probably gonna end it right here. Let me just try one more time. One more time. Yeah. Well, parking brake set. I didn't even start the APU the whole way. I was so, after that botched landing, I was so distracted. Ugh. Well, I don't even know if there's any point in continuing. Let's just say we wrote everybody off. Strobes off.
Previously, Team SAT bus around you. Please keep your seatbelts fastened and carrying items put away until the captain has safely locked them at the gate and turned off.
APU.
Overhead business items to attend to shift during flight. Check the package will be available on the carousel.
And we're gonna shut the engines off. And we're getting out of here, everybody. Thanks for flying Frontier. You know, while we're at it, I tell you what, why not? Let's set the chocks. We have arrived at the gate, lady. We'll set the ground power. Turn off the bleed. And seatbelts off. It's actually Frontier, but the automated announcements are JetBlue.
We'd like to be the first to say welcome home. We hope to see you again on a future JetBlue flight very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Well, I want to do something again, but I need to get something to eat after my order got messed up. And it's 11 o'clock at night, but that's okay. It's a Saturday. So I'm going to go take care of that. And then I think I'm going to fly somewhere else. So, yeah, let me end it right here. And then we'll try this again and not throw it in the bank like we just did here. Look at that with the ground power connected and the chocks and everything. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'll be back in about 30 minutes or so, and we'll figure somewhere else to fly. Thanks for joining. Thanks for commenting. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. I know why the landing kind of botched up. I didn't activate the approach phase, and I was distracted, so I guess that's why they say sterile cockpit below 10,000 feet, and there's usually 2 people in there, because that kind of thing you can screw up. Look, so close yet so far from the terminal. Anyway, thanks again, and I will see you guys soon.